Coffee and convo, y'all. Let's get it.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider Man. Salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over to the link that will be in the description and pinned in the comments section to get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. Fastest payouts in the industry. Go over there, check them out. Tell them I sent you. Once again, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. Salute to the Green Dot Gang. I see you guys are heavy in the chat. Salute to everybody. Just make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. There's a lot to talk about today. We're going to touch on Antonio Pierce's presser today. We're going to talk about the new addition, Darnay Holmes. We're going to talk about a few interesting cuts, the Byron Youngs, the MJ Devonshires of the world. And we are going to talk about our practice squad. We still have a few spots open. And there's going to be a few interesting names that may sit there. I think we're at 14 right now, you guys. We can carry 17. Agoa does not count towards the practice squad because of the international portal status. So we have a few options there to fill this practice squad up, and we're going to talk about that here soon. Pastor Raider, man, my brother, Raider Primos, DeMarcus Webb, salute to everybody. We are already 200 strong in the building. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. And yes, salute to my guy, John B. For those who are not aware, we just signed Justin Shorter, I believe a former 5th-round pick, 6'4", wide receiver that will be converting to tight end. We just signed him to the practice squad as well. So add another body to the practice squad. Justin Shorter, 6'4", former wide receiver, will be converting to tight end, and he has officially joined our practice squad today. And we'll talk about him a little bit more as time goes on. We'll break down maybe some of his stats, some of his tape from the collegiate level and all that good stuff. But yes, Justin Shorter has been signed to our practice squad, and he will convert from wide receiver to tight end. So a lot of people were freaked out because we're only carrying 3 tight ends. We'll add Justin Shorter into the mix on the practice squad as an additional tight end if need be. Salute to Jerome, my guy, man. Great AFC West show the other day, bro. Love giving shit to all those guys and Mike. Salute to everybody that's been supporting us over at the round table. I appreciate you guys as always. Salute to my guy Thor in the building as well. Rod Gas in the building. Salute to my guy. Yeah, AJ, big body receiver, man. Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see where he fits in the grand scheme of things with our roster, man. But yeah, big body dude. What is it, like 6'4", like 190 or some shit? 195, something along those lines. Don't quote me on that, but he's a big dude. Salute to Andrew, man. Hey, Graphk, you and Wasted are the best in the business, and thank you for all that you do, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you for the kind words, man. That means a lot to me, Andrew. Appreciate you, brother. And it's funny, man. Wasted just called me right when I was about to go live, and I said, yo, I'm going live. He said, I don't give a shit. Got to hang up on him, man. Salute to my guy and my brother Wasted Talent. You don't really have to convert Tyree to DT. He's already getting reps at defensive tackle. You know what I mean? So he's going to be a guy that's going to play inside and outside. there's no real reason to really put a title on the young kid in year 2. He's going to play in the interior, and he'll play as an edge rusher as well. So I don't think you need to convert him at all. Let me see. But yeah, man, let's get to it, you guys. Raiders did announce our practice squad additions yesterday. We're going to talk about it. David Agoa, our international portal player, defensive end, he was added to our practice squad. Once again, I don't believe that he takes up a spot because of the international portal status. We signed Alex Bachman, wide receiver, to the practice squad. Carter Bradley, thank God, had a really good preseason for us. He'll be our quarterback on the practice squad in case, even though our emergency quarterback, you guys, is Jacoby Myers. I don't know if you guys seen that, but he is our third quarterback on the roster. He's our emergency quarterback. But Carter Bradley is there on the practice squad. Ben Brown, guard / center / do it all. He is on the practice squad. Matthew Butler, defensive tackle. After having a sack against the Niners, he fell to our practice squad. Jalen Guyton, the veteran that came over from the Chargers, Tom Telesco's guy, he will be on the practice squad. My guy, Sincere McCormick, gets another opportunity to prove himself. He will be on the practice squad. Will Putnam, I love this. The young center out of Clemson, the young feisty fellow that had an argument with Robert Spillane and Max Crosby. You love to see it. He is on the practice squad. Phelan Sanford, UDFA, safety, practice squad. John Samuel Shankner, tight end, Auburn. He will be on the practice squad as well. Thank God, Charles Snowden did fall to our practice squad. So it looks like Ellison Smith will not be anywhere near the Raiders this year. But Charles Snowden finds a spot on the practice squad. You love to see it. And he also put a thing on Instagram, you guys. If you don't follow Charles Snowden yet, make sure you do. I love what he said. He basically said in a nutshell that, some people think the practice squad is a failure, but he looks at it as another opportunity to continue to do what he loves. You love to see that, man. Charles Snowden will be on the practice squad. He'll be a guy that could potentially be a edge rusher if one of our guys go down. Dalton Wagner, tackle, Arkansas, UDFA, has another opportunity. He will be on the practice squad. Sam Webb, corner, will be on the practice squad. I have a nagging suspicion that he's going to be on the active roster at some point. It seems like he always finds a way there, right? And then Christian Wilkerson, the veteran wide receiver, former Patriot, is also on the practice squad. So there you have it in terms of what we got on the practice squad. And then also, you guys, we did add Shorter as well, former wide receiver converting to tight end. He is on the practice squad also. So that is 15 spots. I believe we had 2 spots left with David Agoa not taking up one of those spots. AJ, hell yeah, I thought Snowden was going to make the 53. I'm happy he made it to the practice squad. Definitely, man. And he's a guy, man, that showed us some things in preseason. He looked pretty good. I've heard his name several times in training camp. It's good to see, man, that he'll be on this practice squad, and we'll continue to build that chemistry with him. Kind of interesting, though, you guys. We did not all of our guys that we cut. There wasn't a lot of interest around the NFL. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. Some teams just were waiting for their guys and other guys that popped out in preseason that made some noise. But none of our guys were in high demand. Most of these guys fell right back to us and landed back on the practice squad. So I'm hoping that all these guys on this practice squad keep a chip on their shoulder this season. And if they are called up, I hope they go out there and perform well. Also, you guys, we did cut defensive tackle Byron Young. We also cut 7th round corner MJ Devonshire. We are waiting to see. I know the Raiders are looking to maybe add him to the practice squad as well. We'll see today if he goes unclaimed, which I do believe he will. But that's another name to keep an eye on. MJ Devonshire didn't look good out there in preseason at all. He was getting scorched left and right. But a name to keep an eye on today if he goes unclaimed. I'm assuming he'll end up back on the practice squad. Also, you guys, we did put Brandon Facyson a day after making the active 53-man roster, after returning to practice. He is on the injured reserve. So he will start this season off missing the first 4 weeks. It's going to be interesting to see if we at some point we outright cut him. but he will start the season on the injured reserve a day after being announced making the active 53-man roster. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do with Brandon Facyson here very, very soon. Also, we did add Jonah Lalu, I believe that's how you say his name, Las Vegas kid. AP alluded to having him out there at a local day out there. They got a chance to kind of see him in his game on full display. AP did state that he was disappointed in not being able to draft him. He ended up being a UDFA. I believe he went to the Indianapolis Colts. He had a pretty good preseason for us, you guys. So he will be a guy to keep an eye on that will be also added to the practice squad. And former Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Thomas Harper, another guy that will be added to our practice squad, a kid that can give you some reps at safety, can play in the nickel. Good to see him. And Lalu was a 7th-round pick, I believe, from the Indianapolis Colts. He didn't go as a UDFA. Harper was a UDFA out of Notre Dame. I, as a Notre Dame guy, love this pickup. And it was believed that the Chargers were hoping that he would fall to their practice squad. So we picked him up in preseason, 77.0 PFF grade, 16 coverage snaps, 0 receiving yards, 1 forced incompletion, and 2 stops. So Thomas Harper, safety/nickel, will be on the practice squad moving forward. So 2 other names to keep an eye on, you guys. Jonah Lalu, UNLV, well, not UNLV, but a Las Vegas guy, and Thomas Harper, former Notre Dame product as well. So keep an eye on those 2 names as we move forward. Scout made a Twitter post 2 years, $6.5 million, 58 snaps. Nasty work. Yeah, man, disgusting. Yeah, Hug. I mean, you hate to see it, right? I'll tell you one thing. There was some good, some bad, and some ugly with the Josh McDaniels regime, right? We went out and drafted a ton of defensive tackles. None of them have panned out at this point. I think Nesta Jade is the only guy that is on the active roster at this point, a 7th rounder at an ASU. Byron Young, cut. I don't know if, we'll bring him back on the practice squad. Maybe he just needs a new landscape, a new place to recharge. But he's not on the active roster. Matthew Butler back on the practice squad for the 3rd year. One position that these guys failed at was the defensive tackle position. Nesta J, the only guy on the active roster. I believe they drafted 4 or 5 defensive tackles: Byron Young, Matthew Butler, Nesta Jade, Neil Farrell Jr. Neil Farrell's no longer on the roster. He went over to the Chiefs, and I have no idea even where he is at this point. So they definitely failed on the defensive line as a whole. I mean, because even Tyree Wilson up to this point has not performed well. So it's nasty work. But yeah, man, see you, Byron Young. Wondering if he makes it to the practice squad at some point, and if the Raiders would even be interested in bringing him back to the practice squad. 3rd rounder out of Alabama, got absolutely gashed in the run game in preseason. Didn't really show any flashes as a pass rusher. The guy struggled. He struggled. So it made all the sense in the world to allow this guy, to go find another job elsewhere. Let me see. Salute to Miguel on a $2 special, man. Appreciate you, brother. Modelo and Convo. Salute. Raiders. Salute to my guy, man. My guy drinking early in the ball game, man. Salute to you. It's 5 p.m. somewhere, Miguel. Salute to my guy, man. Appreciate you on the $2 special, as always. Me too, Cash Lord. They have real high hopes for Janarius Robinson to be that rotational, maybe 3rd option as a pass rusher, because Tyree, we don't know what we have in him yet. But I'm assuming that he's going to be that 3rd pass rusher behind Max and behind Malcolm Kuntz. They have really high hopes for the young kid out of Florida State. So I'm excited to see what he looks like this upcoming season. I'm expecting a big year from Janarius Robinson. Even after, the boneheaded DUI in the offseason, it's good to see this kid get another opportunity, to prove that he belongs in the league, and just an opportunity as a man to prove that, he can get over the obstacles that he was dealing with in the offseason, man. So, yeah. Hey, Marcus, I don't know if anybody's seen this, but I'm going to share this real quick. Salute to our guy. And I was a little nervous seeing this because I know the NFL got a lot more lenient with marijuana in the NFL. And I believe at one point they changed the rule to They can test players once a year before training camp. I don't know if you guys seen this, man, and I'm a little nervous because salute to Marcus. I kind of know a little bit, about our guy Jack out there in the studio, kicking it, vibing out in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But this was on his stories today, you guys. The NFL contacted our starting cornerback, corner one, Jack Jones, this morning. This is a text from Jack Jones that he put on Instagram today. Good morning. This is Ryan on behalf of the NFL. The NFL has selected you to complete an in-season PES urine and blood test that must be completed ASAP at the team facility. The NFL has given each player a strict 3-hour time window to test, so your test must be completed by 8 a.m. today per NFL protocol. This message is from Mr. Jones. Please reply back to this text message or like it so I know that you understand your requirements for today. Then they respond back, did you receive my text, Mr. Jones? I'm assuming that Jack was still asleep. Just a friendly reminder that your tests must be completed by 8 a.m. today per NFL protocol. So please come see me as soon as you can to complete your PES test. Thank you, sir. Jack responds, man, you texted me this morning. I'm supposed to be notified earlier than that. The NFL responded with, there's a new NFL protocol on days that team meetings start at 7:30 a.m. They want me doing notifications at 5 a.m. on the day of the test now, and every athlete has a strict 3-hour time limit to report. So Jack put at NFL how with the meeting at 7:30. So this is nasty work, man. How much help does Jim Harbaugh and company need out there in LA with the Chargers, man? How much help do they need? Nasty work. And I don't know if you guys seen this, but and maybe I could be reading the room a little, maybe I'm a little off, and I'm not trying to create a narrative out there, you guys. But watching Antonio Pierce's presser today, he seemed a little off. He seemed a little, I know he talked about, expecting Brock Bowers back for week 1, expecting him to play. He talked about JPJ not being in football shape just yet, and that Jackson Powers-Johnson may not play week 1 or at least alluding to him not starting. But he looked a little nervous. Maybe he was just tired. I don't know. But with this news coming out, and I know firsthand how tight Jack Jones and AP is. Every time, Jack was out there with my brother L Fingers in the studio vibing out, AP would FaceTime him, check on him, see where he is, make sure that, he's staying afloat and that he's not out there getting distracted by anything. So this is interesting, man. This is very, very interesting to see the NFL contact Jack a week and a half out before week 1 to drug test him. It's nasty work, man. Nasty work. I'm just hoping and praying that, the blood and urine comes out clean. I do know that they have stated that the marijuana rules have been, a lot more lenient, as years have gone by. I believe 2019, 2020, they've been a lot more lenient up to this point. But this is scary, you guys. This is definitely scary. I'm hoping Jack comes out clean and everything's cool. I know a lot of guys in the NFL smoke now. They drink, they do what they do. Hey, man, they're grown men at the end of the day. But I'm just hoping and praying that our corner one, this is the last thing we need, you guys. This is the NFL Raider special right here. Right before football starts, you hit us with this shit. It's nasty work. So hopefully this is just news that just goes under the radar and nothing comes out of this. But if there is any updates on this, we will be talking about it. But I'm hoping that any update is Jack cleared it and he's good to go. And I'm hoping that he puts another chip on his shoulder going into SoFi Stadium in his hometown of LA against the Chargers with the NFL trying to do this to him, because it's just nasty work with all the stuff that happened with Rice in Kansas City and him not being suspended and all this other shit going on, in the NFL with all these other kids getting away with so much shit. For them to do this to Jack a week and a half out, it's just nasty work, man. It's nasty work. Got a promotion, Raider Ryan. Finally get to hang with the nation. Salute to my guy, man. Congratulations on that, man, my brother. Salute to you. Let me stop the screen share. Ron, I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not. You know what I mean? I just, I know how some of these young guys, man, go out there. They live in Vegas. They vibing. It's the off season, kicking a little bit. You know what I mean? Get the little smoke on, get the little drink on. You know what I mean? And then this happens. You know what I mean? So as Raider fans, I think that we're always on the edge of our seats worried about something because the NFL always finds a way to do this to us. You know what I mean? Yeah, Reb, I agree. Vegas is a legal state. It shouldn't be a problem in the offseason. This is facts. Facts. Let me see. So to Martin, grown man, yes, but also highly paid professional athletes who will have been told all they need to know about recreational substances. Hey, man, I think most people in the world, partake a little bit. I mean, including myself. So, I mean, if it's just a little tree, man, I mean, come on. Yeah. Yeah, LT. Facts. But salute to our guy, Jack Jones. And I love that he put it up on Instagram, tagged the NFL, putting the league on notice. Like, this is what you guys are doing to players of my stature right before week 1. It's nasty work. Also, I don't know if you guys seen this, but yesterday it did come out that we have signed defensive end Darnay Holmes. We talked about him a lot, you guys. Former Patrick Graham guy, played under him in 2020 out there with the Giants. Had a career year, I believe. He had a pick. He started in 5 games, played in 12 under Patrick Graham, but he had a good year for him. 30 combined tackles, 23 solo. Last year, didn't start in any games, but did play in 16. He did have 2 picks, 3 passes defensed, and a forced fumble. He has 4 picks in his career, 115 combined tackles, 89 solo, 26 assisted, and 4 QB hits. I like this move. He will be signed immediately to the active roster. So this is not a practice squad type move. He will be a guy for us moving forward that's going to get a lot of looks. Once again, knows Graham's system. It's going to be a guy that can come in and immediately impact the game for us on the defensive side of the football. Also, a former AP guy. I do believe in high school, the connection was there. I believe that he helped him on like 7-on-7 in high school. They have that connection. We talked about that briefly in other live streams, and I think AP alluded to the connection as well on today's presser. So you love to see it, man. Darnay Holmes is a Raider. Everybody knows him as getting the rub and tug on the sidelines with his ass out, right? But California kid, AP guy, Patrick Graham guy. I'm excited to see what he can do, in this corner room with Jack, with Nate Hobbs, with Jacorian Bennett, with DCam, and potentially Brandon Facyson at some point later on down the season once he comes off the IR, or if he even comes off the IR. I'm going to be honest with you at this point. I don't even think he will. I think he'll be cut at some point. The kid cannot stay healthy at all. Well, I can't even say kid. He's 29 years old, almost 30 years old, veteran. He's missed a lot of football. Also, you guys, there's another guy out there. I'm not done adding other corners. I know that we brought in a UDFA at Notre Dame to the practice squad, but keep an eye on Adoree Jackson, another guy that knows Graham's system. I believe he had a career year under Graham with the Giants. Keep an eye on him also. Man. Once again, I stated a few shows ago that you want to bring guys in this late in the game if you're going to add guys that already know the system, are just a plug-and-play type talent, and Adoree Jackson fits that role. You know what I mean? Yes, durability has been an issue. Yes, Adoree Jackson has not really lived up to all the hype coming out of USC in the NFL, but this is a guy that I definitely would look at to bring in as a rotational guy that can help our corner room. So keep an eye on him. Girthy, yes, Rock Ya-Sin is available, but there's no reason to bring him in. He does not fit what Graham is trying to do on the defensive side of the ball. There was a reason why we let him walk. I don't think he really fits in the grand scheme of things on what Graham is trying to put together on the defensive side of the ball. So I don't see any Rock Ya-Sin here in the near future at all. And if you wanted him back, you could have brought him back, a year or so ago. So salute to the 700 plus people here in the building. As always, man, White Then Feature guys, hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Also, I gotta plug my website. I don't do it enough. OakLosVegas.com. Go over there, get you guys some merch. It's definitely appreciated. Everybody that goes over there and supports. Salute to you guys. Hug, the my father himself is in the building. Jack had that offseason live on Insta where he was puffing the vape. Guarantee that's where this came from. he stated in that live that it's no treat. Yes, he was blowing on a vape in his hotel room on vacation. I know he was sipping some tequila, his alcohol preference, and he was vibing out, and he was talking about his time with the Patriots, and he kind of crashed out a little bit. You know what I mean? But I actually enjoyed the crash out. I didn't think that he crashed out to the point where it was disrespectful, but he was definitely talking about the fans that were, putting smut on his name. And he talked about his time with the, with the Patriots and so on and so forth. So you may be onto something, Hug. You may be onto something, my brother. Salute to you on a $5 special. Salute to my guy, Chris, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Green Dot Gang is growing every single day. Salute to my guy, Chris. Salute to all the new members in the building. If you guys missed out on these 5, if you want to become a member, Green Dot Gang, hit the link up top. It's definitely one of the best ways to support what we do over here at OLV, man. Appreciate you, Chris. As always, my guy, man. My guy. Miguel says, what linebackers are available? Miguel, we don't even need any linebackers. We don't need any linebackers. We got 7 of them on the active roster right now. And I know things may change, from now to week 1, but I don't see us adding another linebacker with so many guys that we already have on this active roster. You know what I mean? So I think it would be, if a name, became available that we were like, wow, just shocked by it, maybe we take a look. But with 7 guys already on the active roster, I don't see it happening. Let me see. Glock, that's facts. Yes, Chris, we definitely converted him. The 6'4", I believe 190, 195, former wide receiver. We converted him to tight end and added him to the practice squad. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. Once again, you guys, just giving you guys some updates. We signed veteran corner yesterday, Darnay Holmes, former Giant, former Patrick Graham guy. We added Jonah Lalu, defensive tackle, former 7th round pick from the Indianapolis Colts. We also added DB, safety / nickel, Thomas Harper, former Notre Dame Fighting Irish guy, off of the waiver wires. We claimed him off the waiver wires. The Chargers were hoping that he would fall to their practice squad. We got him just in time, right before week 1. I love it. Mind games, mind games, mind games. A guy that can add a little extra help, in the film room, when we're out there scouting and seeing what the Chargers offense looks like under Jim Harbaugh, a guy that can add a little extra element to that. Let me see. Graphk, I'd like to see Spill and Gaynor do work together against the Bolts. Hell yeah, man. Why not? Why not? Hell yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely. I think we're going to see a lot of Gaynor. I think Gaynor's going to be, he's going to get a lot of his bread and butter on initially on special teams. I think that's where he's going to make the most noise at early on. But I would love to see Spill and Gaynor out there together. I think Gaynor could play the run well. He can drop into coverage. He can get to the quarterback. I would love to see that duo out there. Definitely, man. Definitely. I have high hopes for Amari Gaynor this season, man. Elite. There you go. Gaynor's going to be on the field when they use those 5-2 fronts. I love it. I love it. Ridge. I know why that's funny, right? Salute to my guy Ridgeback, man. The old rub and tug, brother. The old rub and tug. Good luck, Ridge. Good luck, Ridge. Salute to my guy Zon in the building, as always. Nation, Graphk, commuting, so I won't be in the chat. It's almost that time. Raiders! And salute to Zon. And also, I think it's pretty set in stone that we'll be out there week 3 for the Carolina game at bar anticipation in New Jersey. I was talking with all my brothers. I think I'm going to book my flight today, Zon. So I'll keep you posted, brother. Definitely would love to have you out there rocking with us again. We're 2-0 with me going to New York, New Jersey area. So we beat the Texans and we beat the Giants' ass. AP's first game as the head coach. 2-0. 2-0. So I'm hoping we can continue that trend against the Carolina Panthers. Let me see. JT, too early, man. It's too early. I mean, if it continues the way it's going, the next year or so, definitely. But it's way too early for that. Yeah, Lucky. Us taking players from our rival is like stealing a car from our neighbor. Love it. Salute to my guy Luck. Let me see. I agree, Adam. Definitely has this year to prove. Hug. Tell him I'm here. Nose ring, Miguel. No booger. McAllister is going to be making his mark on special teams. He's a dog for us. Facts. And there's going to be a ton of looks for him at the wide receiver position as well, LT. And don't be shocked if you see him in the backfield at some point. I can definitely see him getting the Brock Bowers treatment. You know, he's just too talented. You get the football in his hands, he can make some plays. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be shocked to see him in the slot, in the X, at H-back. I can see him all over the place. I would not be shocked if they looked at Tyreek McAllister as a Brock Bowers type guy. And I don't mean in the talent department, but just in the versatility department. You know what I mean? A guy that you can move around and move and shake with. I definitely agree with you. And I see a lot of people right now, worried about Brock Bowers. Look, AP stated that he hopes that he's ready for week one. That he should be ready for week one. They're being very, very cautious with him. They invested heavy draft capital into him at 13. There was a lot of talent on the board, and we took Brock Bowers over a lot of guys that would have fit needs on this roster. I'm not nervous yet, but I have to be real, you guys. He's had foot problems in the past. He's missed football at Georgia because of ankle injuries. I'm just hoping that this does not linger. This would be nasty, nasty work for us once again to invest a first-round pick in a player that may miss a ton of football. So I'm hoping and praying that this foot completely heals and that he's ready to go week one, because this offense doesn't look like the way it's supposed to look without Brock Bowers out there. There's a reason why Luke Getsy's the guy. That 12 personnel, it's going to be heavy out there on full display. We need both those guys on the football field. It's not going to look the same with the Harrison Bryant and Michael Mayer in heavy 12 personnel looks. We got to have Brock Bowers be out there. So I still think it's a little too early to hit the panic button, but I'm going to be honest, as a Raider fan, as someone that covers this team, I'm a little anxious, you guys. I am. My nerves are starting to tingle a little bit when it comes to him and Jackson Powers-Johnson, two guys that are already dealing with some things as our 1 and 2 guys, first and second round picks this past off season. So definitely something to monitor. AP did talk about it at his presser today that, he should be available week one and that they're just being very cautious with the young rook. But I'm a little nervous here. A little nervous. Mikey, look, I'm a firm believer in body language. You know what I mean? And as a rookie to miss this much football, think about it, Mikey. What did he say about Jackson Powers-Johnson? Two guys that were back-to-back in the draft. What did he say? He missed a ton of football. He's not in football shape yet. We got to get him up to speed before we see him on the football field. Pretty much, don't quote me on it. That's not verbatim, but that's pretty much what he stated. What's the difference between Brock Bowers and Jackson Powers-Johnson? Yeah, they play two different positions, but they're both, at this point, Brock has missed a lot of football. Is he in game shape? Is he in football shape right now? Just because, Brock isn't Jackson Powers-Johnson, and yes, Brock did get through training camp. We've seen him out there in OTAs, you know what I'm saying? But still, he's missed some practices. He's missed some preseason games. He's missed some reps. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping, man, that he's ready to go come week one. And I'm not trying to freak anybody out. I'm not trying to have a hot take or nothing like that. I'm hoping and praying that Brock Bowers is ready to go week one because he is a pivotal part of this offense moving forward. Salute to my guy, JT. Yeah, James, facts. Him and Brock. JPJ and Brock. Jimmy G foot, Tyree Wilson foot, Brock Bowers foot. Does anyone else think Antonio Brown gave us a foot curse after his foot nonsense? Salute to JT. Think about the back-to-back first-round picks, both guys dealing with foot injuries. Yeah, Ty, put Darren Waller in the mix. Another guy. It's nasty work. Let me see. Salute to JT, my guy. Oh, they already are. JPJ's out there practicing. I believe AP said JPJ has been back for 6 practices up to this point, and I'm hearing that he looks really good out there. You know what I mean? So hopefully he gets up to speed. He gets in game shape here soon, and we see him out there. Definitely, man. Let me see. Oh, yeah, Austin, facts. He definitely is a generational type talent. We've talked about that several times over here on the network, man. Definitely. Polly says, I'm always get nervous when playmakers have to play on synthetic turf. Man. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Lucky, definitely. And, you know, people don't realize that Tom Telesco, he's responsible for Brandon Facyson being in the NFL, you guys. You know, another former Charger. I believe, didn't he draft him? Was Brandon Facyson a UDFA? I want to see what year. I believe it was 2019 or 2018. Chargers. Undrafted. UDFA. Another Tom Telesco special. Another guy that he got as a UDFA. And Tom said on his presser the other day, guys, a guy that can be a starter in this league. He just had some injuries to overcome. I don't see him being like, I don't see it happening, you guys. He's missed a ton of football. Way too much football. I don't see it. I think this is going to be a situation that after 4 weeks, we're like, okay, let's just outright cut him. I think it's going to happen at some point. Yeah, Daniel, facts. He's been hitting the IR his whole career. It's nasty work. But I know they love the measurables. I know that Tom Telesco sees him as a potential starting corner in the NFL, but he's just taking up a roster spot at this point. You know what I mean? Like, just he has to. If after week 4, if he's not ready to go and we can't get anything out of him, he got to go. He's got to go. Let me see. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up if you are not subscribed yet. What are y'all waiting on, man? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Big Al. Hey, man, look, you guys know I love Michael Mayer. I'm a Notre Dame guy. I loved us trading up for him in the 2nd round pick and going to get him. I love that. I'm just saying there's a total different skill set when it comes to Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. Brock is back-to-back best tight end in the country, back-to-back years in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? He beat Michael Mayer, you know what I mean, as the best tight end in college football. And once again, the versatility is different. Brock can play all over the place. You know what I mean? So this isn't me stating that, you know, we won't be okay without Brock. It's just the offense is going to look totally different. I don't think people realize what this offense can look. If Brock is healthy and out there on full display, and Trey Tucker, another guy that AP talked about today that he's most excited about, that can, you know, potentially take the league by storm this year. And we've seen it in preseason on full display. Those 2 guys with Tyreek McAllister potentially as well. There's so much just dynamic playmakers right there. Those 3 guys. It changes the offense. It takes that explosiveness out of the offense. I like Michael Mayer, love Devontae, love Jacoby, but without the likes of a Trey Tucker, Brock Bowers, or Tyreek McAllister, the explosiveness is pretty much off the table. Michael Mayer is not one of those type of guys. He is a traditional tight end that could be one of the better tight ends in the NFL, but he is not a Brock Bowers by any stretch. But can he hold the fort down if Brock has to miss some time? Definitely, but it's just completely 2 different skill sets. There you go. More of the traditional tight end compared to a guy that can play all over the place. Sean, I agree with you. A yak monster, another guy that can eat up the middle of the football field. And you started to see it. He started to put it all together, you know, in the passing game, in the blocking game. last year he started to put it all together at the end of the season when AP took over. So I'm expecting a big year out of Michael Mayer. But once again, as a Notre Dame fan, I have to be honest. Brock Bowers is different. Yeah, man. 5'10". I think that's one of the safest jerseys to get this season is a Jack Jones. If you don't have a Max, you don't have a Tay, I think the safest bet would be a Jack Jones this year. He's one of the ones. And at some point here in the near future, he's definitely going to get an extension when he's up for one. Miguel, I already talked about that. I'm not going to talk about Deshaun Jackson looking for clout, talking about our star wide receiver. Let me see. We're just going to keep adding tight ends. We got a flock of them. Well, we got 2 on the practice squad now with Shorter and Schenkner. And then we have 3 on the active roster with Harrison Bryant, Michael Mayer, and Brock Bowers. Jamaica Queens, baby. Salute the hug. Mo money, man. Come on, man. Baltimore's going to come out and beat the shit out of them boys. Back-to-back years where KC loses in week 1. You love to see it. Yeah, Paulie, I'm seeing that too. We'll talk about that in a later date. I'm not really too much worried about it. I'm actually kind of tired of talking about the whole Tom Brady ownership stake and the NFL kind of, beating around the bush and putting restrictions on him. I believe that there was something that came out along the lines of if he has a minority stake, it affects the way he does his commentary and he doesn't have access to the practice field and practices and all kind of other stuff. It's crazy, man. They're definitely trying to find a way to mess with Brady and his brand because he's tied to the Raiders, man. Mind you guys, if this was the Patriots and Brady was doing this, he'd probably already have a crazy amount of stake within the team ownership-wise, and he'd probably have access to everything. He will be out there, Aurora. He will be out there. He'll be ready to go. He will be out there ready to go. Good. We want them at full health, full strength. He will be out there. It's going to be interesting to see what they look like losing their top 2 wide receivers, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, and then moving on from the veteran Parham at tight end. It's going to be interesting to see what that offense looks like. I think they're going to run the football a lot week 1, and we're going to have to really, really stop the run. I'm not afraid of Gus Edwards and these guys, J.K. Dobbins, and, I think Isaiah Spiller went to their practice squad. I'm not really too much worried about those guys, but I think they're going to run the football a lot come week 1. I mean, their best options at the receiver position is Josh Palmer, Lab McConkey, who I like a lot, and then I think Brennan Rice, and they got a few other guys out there, but they're going to have to run the football a lot come week 1. Chloe, you got to stop. Come on, man. Move. My dog, she cannot lay down, baby girl. She has to be wrapped around my leg, knocking over my lights and stuff. Salute to the 900 people here in the building. As always, I appreciate you guys, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, man, what are y'all waiting on, man? Hit that subscribe button. Get some questions in, you guys. Let's have some fun. We're going to do about an hour and a half tops. So get some questions in. Salute to Defend the Shield. Graphk, you and Ben from the AFC Roundtable need to do a show together. It would be great content. Oh, we are. Salute to my guy, Ben. We're definitely going to be doing covering the Raiders Broncos games this season. So stay tuned for that. Definitely going to have Ben on. That's my guy, man. Good dude. We definitely have a lot of fun over there at the AFC West Roundtable. And salute to my guys. They sent me this shirt. Don't know if you guys can see it. AFC West Roundtable sent me this fire T-shirt. Salute to my guys over at the Roundtable Sports. He said, hey, yo, let me get a membership again. I'm broke. Yo, salute to Daniel Cass. What's up with these sports books disrespecting the Raiders with 6.5 wins? I want to ask you this. Salute to Cass for bringing this up. Hold on real quick, y'all. I want to let's exit that out. We talked about the practice squad. We talked about our new claims. Let me get rid of this. Hold on real quick. Salute to everybody here in the building. Bear with me, y'all. I want to bring this up. As we pay some bills here, I want to ask you guys' take on this. Salute to Cap for bringing that up. Salute to Hug, man, as well. My guy. He heard the calling. And Sam, hopefully you got one of them. Hopefully you got one of them. Salute to my guy, man. Hug D's, my brother, the my father himself, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. If you missed out on those, you guys hit the link that's pinned up top. Definitely one of the best ways to support what we do. Salute to Hug, man, my guy, man. Hopefully, Sam got one of those. All right, what do you guys think about this? Salute to BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS, our proud sponsors. The link will be in the description, and it'll be in the comments section pinned. My unique link. Go over there, check them out. Make sure to let them know I sent you. BetUS put this out there, the money line, plus 155 for the Raiders, minus 180 money line for the Chargers. The spread, plus 3.5, minus 110 for the Raiders, minus 3.5, minus 110 spread for the Chargers. Total 42.5. What do you guys think about these odds over here, man? Make sure you guys head over to BetUS. The link will be pinned once again in the comments section, and it will be in the description. Make sure to go over there and get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. And once again, the fastest payouts in the industry. Salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS once again. What do you guys think about these odds? Sound off in the comments section. Minus 130 means that more people are betting the over. I bet us to win the division, plus 1,000. Salute to my guy Thor in the building, big bro in the building. Talk. And my guy is a professional gambler. Take his word for it. My brother lives in those casinos. Him and sis, Melissa be over there cooking. And I know firsthand because I've gotten hotels for free because of Thor and sis's gambling addictions. Salute to my big bro, man. Big Mike, Raiders money line. Let's go. Let's go. My brother knows this shit too. Yo, Mike, what we doing, bro? You going to Jersey? What's up, man? We got to get a hotel room together. We got to get some shit situated. Mike, hit me today. Hit me on the jack today. We got to figure out this week 3 Carolina Panthers game. Yeah. Plus 1,000. He said, yeah, I had a good day yesterday. Talk that talk, my brother. Yeah, Polly, and I stated this on the show. And for those who didn't watch the AFC West Roundtable, the latest episode is out on the AFC West Roundtable on YouTube. But I talked about this. Like, Stidham, you took the money. You took the money. You took the money. If you wanted to find a way to still be to remain a starter at the NFL level, you should have stayed with us. You should have stayed with us. You know, you would have been battling it out with Aiden O'Connell at the time, a rookie, Jimmy G, and potentially a Brian Hoyer. Like, to hear this guy complaining and saying that he thinks that he's still a starter at the NFL level, and I like Stidham, to be unhappy about, you know, backing up Bo Nix and company out there in Denver. Well, if you wanted to find a way to remain the starter, you should have stayed with the Raiders. You look really good against the Niners. Kind of came back down to earth the last game of the season. You know what I'm saying? But if you wanted to find a way to remain a starter, should have stayed in Vegas. But once again, you took a 2-year deal with Denver. You took the money. And I get it. I respect it. But now don't cry about it. If you couldn't beat out a rookie in Bo Nix, you're not a starter at the NFL level, brother. Simple and plain. Salute to Big Al in the building, my guy. Salute, Graphk. What road games are you going to go to? I'm thinking New Orleans, late December. I'm thinking potentially Tampa Bay or Miami, one of those Florida games. And then I'm thinking about one of those Midwest games, maybe the Black Friday game with the Chiefs or Cincinnati. So stay tuned. It's nasty work out here, man. Nasty work. And I told you guys, I got to hit up my people. Salute to my family over at Roundtable. Hey, the price went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price, AFC West Roundtable. If it wasn't for us, it'd be nasty work over there. The price is going up, Roundtable. We got to get on the phone. We got to talk. I didn't know that supers and all that stuff was. We got to talk. We got to talk. Salute to my guy over there. My guys over there at Roundtable Sports. Let me see. What's some challenges you expect us to face going up against the Chargers team? Aurora, the biggest question mark for me is, can we stop the run? Can we stop the run? Can Christian Wilkinson, Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz, John Jenkins, Adam Butler and company, can they stop the run? Because I have a feeling that the Chargers are going to run the football a lot week one. Jim Harbaugh is a defensive-minded guy and a ground game guy first. He loves to run the football to set up the pass. I mean, you've seen it in Michigan. You know what I mean? Like, people question J.J. McCarthy because of how the offense, operated, right? They ran the football a lot. So we got to stop the run. We have to stop the run. That's the biggest challenge that I think we're going to face, because I like that Chargers O-line. You know what I mean? They have stout tackles in Joe Alt and Slater. So we have to be able to stop those guys from running the football. Make Herbert throw to those guys that he has, those weapons on the outside, the Palmers of the world, which I'm not afraid of. Lab McConkey, a rookie in the slot. DJ Chark, which he's been injured. Durability has been a problem for him year in and year out. Not afraid of those guys. Make them throw the football. Make them throw the football. But yeah, that's my biggest challenge, is making sure that we stop the run. AP, this is facts. Negotiations in place, Graphk. Facts, man. I need my issue. What did Denzel say? I'm leaving here with something. G. Baber said, yeah, AFC West at Graph's table. There you go. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving with something. Let me see. Love that, Big Mike. I love that, brother. Have fun, man. Maybe I'll see if I can bring, maybe that'll be a week where me and Tiff can pull up. Oh, no. Hey, 21. Lab McConkey's one of my guys. Big fan of him. I think he could be one of the better slot guys in the league. I've always said Hunter Renfrow on steroids. Great route runner, can make every catch. He's a dog. Him and Herbert they're gonna build a rapport real quick. So I'm not downplaying him at all. Salute to JT. I was just gonna say the Raiders have 2 Florida games. Hope you get out here for at least one. Hit me up. 10 years later, boom, herpes. JT, real ones know, man. Real ones know. Real ones know about your uncle having her. Real ones know. Salute to my guy, JT. I'll definitely keep you posted. Doxic with the gout, baby. Hey, you know what, Rick? They're already saying he's 100 now. Even though I seen something on Twitter, a doctor putting out the percentage of him re-aggravating that injury. I forgot the percentage, but yeah, man, I don't know. They're stating that he's 100% already, and that it wasn't plantar fasciitis. It was something else that he was dealing with his foot. But yeah, man. Hey, Max, go out there and cook this boy. Lay him on his ass, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Malcolm, get to him a few times. Christian Wilkins, make some noise. Your first game in the silver and black. Get to him and lay him on his ass, man. Lay him on his ass. Aurora, you're going to see him quick. You'll see him early. You'll see him early, but you'll probably see him a lot in special teams. I don't know how early we're going to see him out there getting reps at the linebacker position. I know that AP loves that duo, of Spill and Divine Diablo. And then, you'll see Luke Masterson in there getting reps. So early on, you'll probably see him a lot getting special teams reps. I don't know how many reps you'll see him early on getting at the linebacker position, but he will be out there. Sky high, this is facts, man. I'm excited to see that Crosby, Kuntz, Wilkerson. Yeah, it's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be phenomenal. Christian Wilkins. AC, my dog, appreciate you, man. As always. Salute to everybody here. Once again, for those who are just pulling up, the Raiders did announce the practice squad yesterday, and there's a couple additional names as well, you guys. David Agoa, defensive end, international portal player, will be there. I believe that does not count is going towards the practice squad. Alex Bachman, wide receiver. Carter Bradley, undrafted quarterback out of South Alabama. Ben Brown, guard/center. Matthew Butler, defensive tackle in his third year, out of Tennessee, practice squad guy. Jalen Guyton, wide receiver, veteran, will be on the practice squad. My guy, Sincere McCormick, will get another opportunity to prove himself on the practice squad. Britton Brown will no longer be a Raider. Will Putnam, center out of Clemson, made the practice squad. Phelan Sanford, safety, UDFA. John Samuel Shankner, tight end, made the practice squad. Charles Snowden, love to see it, defensive end, will be on a practice squad to start off the season. Dalton Wagner, tackle out of Arkansas, UDFA, practice squad. Sam Webb, love it. Corner, back on the practice squad. Christian Wilkerson, love it. Veteran wide receiver, back on the practice squad. And then you add a couple more names that we signed to the practice squad. Defensive tackle, Jonah Lalu, Las Vegas product, former 7th-round pick from the Indianapolis Colts, is on a practice squad. And we also signed safety/corner, all-around DB, Thomas Harper, off the waiver wire from the Chargers. He had a pretty good preseason, 77.0 PFF grade, 16 coverage snaps, 0 receiving yards, 1 forced incompletion, 2 stops. And once again, I said it 2 times already, another guy that they were hoping would fall to the practice squad for the Chargers, but we got him off the waiver wire, and we're going to pick his brain a lot going into week 1 and see what that offense is looking like out there under Jim Harbaugh. So phenomenal move by Tom Telesco and AP, bringing in the guy from the Chargers that has a ton of intel on the way that offense is going to be operated this year. And my dog, man, appreciate you, man. Always good to see my brother. I'm in the building, gifting 10 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to my dog, man. And if you guys can, give my brother Jason an early birthday. Happy birthday wishes in the chat. I believe his party is this weekend. I'm going to try and make it out there, Jason. We were texting. If you guys can, make sure you send some happy birthday wishes to my guy, Jason Hunter, one of the My Fathers himself. And he's gifted 10 OLV Raiders Network. Salute to all the new members. Green Dot Gang is growing. Salute to my guy, man. There you go, man. The nation is in full swing. Happy birthdays all over the place, man. You love to see it. Sarah, yes, Sincere made the practice squad. Britton Brown did not. So another opportunity for our young guy, Sincere McCormick, to try and make some noise. You love to see it, man. I got to get Sincere back on the show as well. And I also got to hit up Dylan. I got to make that happen. Definitely got to make that happen. LV's in the building as well, man. My brother, man. Good to see the other My Father in the building. Salute to Ron Justice, man. My God, man. I appreciate you, brother. Gifting 20 OLV Raiders Network memberships. My dog, Green Dot Gang, is in full effect. Ron, my dog, appreciate you, brother. Salute to all the new members in the building. Green Dot Gang. Salute to my dog, man. Appreciate you, brother. So much. That means a lot. Foxdale, Ron Stone did not make the team. Junior did not make the team. He will not be on the practice squad. I have no idea where he went. I think he's just unsigned at this point. And Sam said, you know what? I'm sick of missing out on the gifted ones. I'm just going to become a member regardless. Salute to my guy, Sam, man. Appreciate you, brother. Real talk, man. Yeah, this is facts, man. Definitely thank you, Ron, keeping the lights on. Sam still missing his green. Facts. He said, I had to stop being cheap. Sam, I appreciate you, man. Get your questions in, you guys. We still have about 1,000 people in here, whether you're watching on Twitter or YouTube. Make sure you wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Manny, that is a great question. I want to see if someone picked him up. Nope. He is a free agent right now. Will Governor is a free agent right now, which is shocking. I thought that they were going to bring him back. I thought they were going to bring Jaden Grant back. 2 guys that I know that a lot of the coaching staff and a few guys that I respect that cover this team are really high on. You know what I mean? So to see Jaden Grant not back and Will Governor is a free agent right now, y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna look up Jaden Grant real quick and get an update on him. Did he get picked up? Nope, free agent. Still a free agent. So going to be interesting to see where they are. Man, you guys are going crazy today, man. Salute to you guys so much for helping out the channel, man. That means a lot, man. Free Thinker Docs, how does the gifting work? If you gift memberships, you're just giving other subscribers access to memberships. Free Thinker. And salute to Raider Ryan, my guy, man. Green Dot Gang is in the building, man. It's in the building. Raider Ryan, my dog. Appreciate you, brother. And once again, congratulations on the job stuff, man. Salute to you, my brother. And Ron Justice ain't playing, man. He is not playing at all. He is not playing at all. He's losing his mind today. Green Dot Gang is in full swing. Ron Justice, I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Salute to Mondo in the building. Coffee and convo with that content. Let me see. I think Grant needed a chance on a different team. I mean, safety's a deep position for us. I mean, you weren't going to beat out Palomau. You weren't going to beat out the starters in Merrick and Marcus Sepps. Trey is going to start the season off on the IR, nursing a knee injury. They wanted to keep him around, our 7th rounder of the Air Force, which rightfully so. So it was going to be difficult for him to make this roster anyway, but I just thought he was going to do it. I thought he was going to make this team. Let me see. Oh, y'all are losing y'all minds right now. Y'all are losing y'all minds, man. Thank you, Hug, my brother, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. My father in the building, my dog, the GOAT himself. Salute the Brave, my boy Rick. Day one, been here since I had 600, 700 subscribers, man. Salute to my guy, Rick. Gifting one as well. And salute to Ron Justice again. Memberships are flying today, y'all. Flying today. And make sure you guys take advantage of the perks, man. Take advantage. A lot of people ask me what the memberships. There are perks on the channel. Tier 3. I'll get back to my for those who watch the channel for years, I used to do skits, right? If you have the tier 3, give me an idea. I'll give you all the credit for it. I'll do a skit for you. I think tier 2, you get the access to the emojis, and you get, I believe, 10-15% off OakLosVegas.com. And then also 1, you get access to the emojis and all that good stuff. So there's some other perks as well. I don't remember, but go check them out on the channel. Ron Justice, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. People been telling me to get back to the skits. I might have to get back to it. Salute to Huey with that content. Salute to my guy. Aurora, you're going to see a lot of it. You're going to see a lot of it. A lot of 4-3. You're going to see some just a bunch of different looks. 4-3, 4-2-5. All over the place. You're going to see all kind of different looks. You know Graham, man. He loves versatility, man. You're going to see so many different looks out there. Rage, my guy, man. My dog. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing good out there in Georgia, man. Salute to my guy, Rage Raider, man. One of the original GOATs over here at OLV Raiders Network, man. Let me see. Sky High, man. I would make a Brock Bowers t-shirt if I wouldn't get sued for it. No, I did not. Did you guys see this? Yes, Foxdale. Trey is on the 53-man roster. He will start the season off on the IR. I did not talk about Tyler Huntley. Pro Bowler. Tyler Snoop Huntley was cut from the Cleveland Browns. So they kept DTR. They kept JMO. And they freed up like $30+ million playing with Deshaun Watson's contract. And it's believed that they offered the most money for Brandon Ayuk, and he did not want to go to Cleveland, which is crazy. Hey, Ayuk, man, is it about the money or what, bro? Like, what are you doing here? If it's about the money, New England offered it to you. Cleveland offered it to you. Do you want the money, or is this just you trying to force the Niners' hand to get that bread? They offered you a shit ton of money. What are you doing here? What are we doing here? But he was cut, and we're not going to carry 3 quarterbacks anyway. Once again, Aiden's number 2, Minshew's number 1. Jacoby Myers is going to be that emergency 3rd quarterback on the roster, and then we got Bradley, who's going to develop on the practice squad. So I don't see us at all bringing in the Tyler Huntley. He'll go somewhere else. You know, like Anthony Brown Jr., I believe he went to the Buffalo Bills. I think he's on their practice squad. But I don't think that that's an option for us. Salute to Erica. What's up, sis? Let me see. Hey, man, that's on him. That's on him. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? What do you want? If it's the money, Cleveland is offering you a shit ton of money. And then apparently the trade was going to include Amari Cooper going to the Niners. So not only does the Niners replace him with another phenomenal talent at the wide receiver position, it works for both parties. You get all the money you want in a major contract in Cleveland. The Niners get Amari Cooper, the number one wide receiver that they need, opposite of Deebo Samuels and George Kittle and all the other guys they have. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what is it about? This is him just trying to force the Niners' hand. He does not want to leave Santa Clara. He doesn't. Because if it was all about the money, he would have left. Now, maybe he's trying to force himself to Pittsburgh or DC. Maybe he wants to go play with Jaden Daniels out there with the Commanders, who just signed Noah Brown. Great pickup for them. But maybe he's just trying to force himself to one of those other teams. But come on, man. Salute the hug, man. I appreciate you, brother. Rage, come on, man. Hey, you do enough, man, just being here, brother. You do enough just being here. Yeah, demented. I don't say that. Get a few questions in, you guys, before we get out of here. A little bit over an hour. I'm here for y'all. Just let's get some questions in. Let's have some fun before we head out. And I gotta go get my kids. What time is it? 1:52. I still got a little time. Boom. Oh, for those who are wondering too, people been asking me. Pause for the cause real quick. I've gotten a lot of messages and DMs about the Any Given Sunday sauce. We are now available on Amazon, you guys. So if you want to go pull up over there, grab a bottle, let me know. Send us some reviews, send us some videos. I'll upload all of it. If you want to support Any Given Sunday sauce, go get a bottle, Amazon.com or anygivensundaysauces.com. Family-owned business. Support. We appreciate it all. DeMarcus, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. I've been getting nothing but great feedback from it, man, from everybody. So appreciate you guys. Let me see. Valley Podcast, I don't know, man. You got to ask Uncle Hondo about that, man. Can't get right. Always appreciate the best. For real. Salute to my God, man. Let me see. What do you guys think about the addition of Darnay Holmes? I want to ask you guys his opinion on this because a lot of people, were saying that he struggled last year, and he did. He didn't start in any games. He played in 16. I believe he had 2 picks. But he's returning to a situation where he fits in the scheme. I know a lot of people were wanting the bigger names, the Xavier Howards of the world, the Adoree Jacksons, which I still think he's on the table. But what do you guys think? The Patrick Petersons of the world, former All-Pro, getting up there in age. But there was a lot of other names that a lot of people like who? Darnay Holmes, who? Like, I think this is a sneaky pickup for us. This can potentially be, and I don't want to say that he's Jack Jones by any means, you guys, but this can be one of those sneaky, under-the-radar type moves that can come in here. He's known AP since he was 13 years old. The Raider way can awaken him. This can be a Jack Jones type, revitalize his career type situation because of the Patrick Graham effect and the Antonio Pierce effect. Like, real talk, I think that this is a very under the radar, sneaky move for us. A guy that can play in the slot, play outside, move around a little bit for us. This is going to be an interesting pickup for us. Oh, yeah, Rage. Yeah, you already know. You already know. Notre Dame guy, that man's hands is cold. Cold. Salute to Ron Justice again, man. My guy losing his absolute mind. Salute to Ron Justice. In a minute, man, everybody's going to be a member on the channel, man. Salute to my guy, Ron. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Ron Justice, my dog, I appreciate you so, so much. Forever indebted, brother. Thank you so much for all the love you show the channel, man. Just another DJ. Yeah, I like that Holmes is an aggressive tackler. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. Wasted was wilding on Tuesday. Oh, Graphk and Wasted show will be coming up soon too, you guys. I think we're going to be doing one tomorrow. So stay tuned. I didn't see that. Polly, so they put him on the practice squad because I know they're going to run with Patty and who is it, man? The ginger. I'm over here drawing a blank right now. But I believe he's going to be their quarterback too. Carson Wentz. There you go. That's interesting, though. Bailey Zappa, huh? You guys know how I felt about him in that draft. Let me see. Chargers traded for Heineke. Oh, yeah, I did see that on Twitter earlier. Interesting. So they kept Easton Stick. They went and got Heineke. They moved on from the kid from the Arlington Renegades. Let me see. Hey, easy on the gingers, Graphk. Yeah, man. You know, they kind of forced him out there to be that starter out there, DeMarcus, and he struggled a little bit. He looked good in spurts, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, they had a really, really bad really bad lineup out there with Zappa out there calling the shots as quarterback one. Keegan, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Witherspoon, he had a nice season for the Rams. Caps, okay. I just rather bring in somebody that already, fits what we got going on. Pablo, these are not for sale at least yet. I believe this was made specifically for me, but if they put them on sale, I promise you I'll put the link in the chat. Let me see. Hey, I'm going to be honest, you guys, and I know we're kind of getting off the Raiders topic, but A Tribe Called West, I think that is coming from Hassan Reddick's agent. Somebody put it out there, and it could have been just some bullshit for engagement farming on Twitter. I believe Dove, the cartoon animated goof troop, put this out there. But if it was coming from a real agent, I bet you it's Hassan Reddick's, because I've heard nothing but great stuff with Aaron Rodgers and company out there. I know he missed, training camp, and they allowed him to move around and do things. But I'm gonna be honest, I've heard nothing but Aaron Rodgers getting along with everybody on that team. And if it's magically some agent that's saying that it's toxic and all that other stuff, it's probably Hassan Reddick's agent, because they're not getting what they want out of the organization. So if it wasn't engagement farming on Dove cartoon goof troop ass, it was probably Hassan Reddick's agent putting that into the universe that Aaron's toxic and so on and so forth. Yes, Jake is Howie's son. Hug. Ron Justice over there losing today. Salute to my guy, man. I think we got damn near 100 new members in the building, man. Salute. Free thinker. I'm gonna try and watch the game tonight, but my son has practice. Had to take him off. Had to take him out yesterday. He missed practice because he jammed his fingers up. Pick 6 to the crib to end practice and jammed his fingers up. So we had to tape his fingers up. He was a little under the weather, but we're returning back to practice today. So hopefully I can catch that at some point. Oh yeah, that's what it was, Jay. I'm tripping. It's Kyle and Chris that are Howie's sons. For some reason, I thought Jake was. You're right. You're definitely right. Just another DJ. No. One son is he wants to be a superstar athlete. The other one doesn't care about sports at all, and I love him for it. He's going to be like an architect or something, or an engineer or something. Very, very smart. Loves building stuff. That's my boy, man. Hey, Graphk, what do you think about Thomas Harper as well? Him and Holmes' college film reminds me of Hobbs now. Both 40 times are the same as Hobbs, too. I love the pickup, S. You know me as a Notre Dame guy. I love the pickup. A guy that can play safety, put him in the nickel, line him up all over the place. And once again, S. I don't know if you've seen the reports that were coming out, but the Chargers wanted to keep him around. They were so pissed that he didn't clear waivers. And I love the move. I think Thomas Harper can be a sneaky pickup for us. Start off on a practice squad. And you know, God forbid any injuries happen. Maybe we see Thomas Harper out there at some point during the regular season. But I like the pickup. Mateo, man, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I get hate every time I wear a Raiders hat that doesn't have, that has different colors on it, but I don't give a shit. Let's see. Salute to you guys. As always, man. Mateo, my dog, appreciate you on that. But yeah, y'all, coming up on an hour and a half, we talked about the practice squad. We talked about two players that we brought off the waiver wire. We talked about cutting former third-round pick out of Alabama, Byron Young. Brandon Facyson starting the season off on the IR, which is not ideal. You know, they had real big plans for him coming into the season. What else? We talked about a lot of shit that had nothing to do with the Raiders, but I love it. Salute to Hug D's. Graphk, get your son a big box of silver and black. Oh, we got him. Already have him. Let's get him making it. Oh, already have it. I find those Legos all over the house all the time. They're small. Like, oh, I hate it. But I also love it. Salute to my guy Hug D's in the building, man. But let me see. What's your thoughts on by the trade deadline? What? Don't want to get there yet, 80s, baby. Hopefully we can stay healthy and we don't have to worry about that. Bang Zoom Gout Master. Ron Justice. My dog, man. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Salute, man. The Gout Goat. Salute to Ron Justice, man. I appreciate you. You are definitely one of the goats of this channel on this specific live stream, man. My guy Ron Justice lost his mind. Appreciate you, man. Once again, salute to everybody here in the building. I'm going to get out of here. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, man, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. And salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over there. Hit the link. It'll be in the description, and it will be pinned in the comment section. The fastest payouts in the industry, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. Go over there and support one of our proud sponsors. And on the way out, let me get this super real quick. Salute to my brother Ty. I'm behind because I'm watching from the beginning. So I'm Brandon Facyson. He's literally collecting a check from his measurables. Shaking my effing head. This is facts, Ty. Facts, brother. Catch up. And Ty, I'll see you soon, brother. I'll see you soon. But yeah, salute once again to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. Once again, this show is powered by BetUS. And on the way out, play this commercial, pay some bills. Salute to you guys. I love y'all. OakLosVegas.com. Salute to all the new members. Salute to all the non-members. Salute to all the mod fathers. Salute to all the non-mod fathers. Salute to everybody. Wipe them on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys so much. I'm out. One.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online
That's what I'm talking about.